Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, another episode of The Spot. What's good?
What's going on? What's going on with you, Munchie Panda, Yan?
We out here, of course. Yeah, we just hosted another episode of The Spot. Another episode of The Spot, like a usual day, of course. It's late at night, but breaking news, well, for the past few days anyway. Michael B. Jordan, Oscar winner.
Oscar winner! Oscar winner! Oscar winner
Finally
for
made
the
it.
yes, sir, for the movie Sinners.
And the funny thing is, we talked about this briefly up there. He's been in shows where he probably should have won an award, but he wasn't as big of a role. Like his role as Wallace in The Wire, that could have won an award, low key.
I honestly believed he should have won an Emmy for that.
Like as Wallace, especially, bro, or Bodie, but Wallace primarily.
Yeah,
Man.
and what sucks, bro, is The Wire. It was never like I mean, it was critically acclaimed as a show, but it was never like up for any major awards like The Sopranos.
Oh no, exactly. At the time, because today now people like those deep shows. Back then, it wasn't really a thing. It's how everyone today is like, yo, I just started watching The Wire, and it's the best thing ever. It's because people's mindsets today are more wanting to be like, shows like Prison Break, where there's a lot of thinking, it's slow build, and The Wire was just too real in some capacity too, too real.
Yeah, that. And do you think that's a good thing in terms of like watching shows, or would you rather have a show peak while it's on, while it's airing?
Honestly, bro, like it's good to root out the fake fans. So I think The Wire stands as being like a low key. It's not a cult following because it was on HBO. Like it wasn't on some local CW11. You know what I mean? Like minor channel. It was a big HBO show that. And to be fair, people from The Wire were on the show Oz, which if you guys people don't know, watch Oz. It is, I feel like one of the shows that, if not the show that kicked off HBO to be the show of all time, the channel of all time. But the Wire overall, it's a cult classic, but not like it's like one of those mainstream cult classics. You know what I mean? Like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, facts.
Like it's in Pulp Fiction. There are people who don't like it just because they don't want to think. You know what I mean? They don't want to think about what could be in the briefcase. What were they looking at? What was that shining thing? There's so many things you could think about, analyze. Just like The Wire. There's so many things you can navigate and think about what ifs, especially with how, I'm not going to spoil anything here, but how the show ended. There were so many what ifs, So The Wire is just one of those shows that didn't win an award, but is actually kind of good for not winning an award because now people can appreciate it as like a not overrated. Because some people will say, oh, this won an award, it's overrated. Some people have that mindset, but The Wire, I think it's great they didn't have that big box office appeal initially. They had great actors too. Nobody knew it at the time too. They had solid actors at the time on that show. Idris Elba, fucking no one paid attention to that shit. He was like, honestly, to me, top 3 actors of the show. Crazy.
Oh, Idris Elba. Okay, you don't think he's number 2, number 1? You have him as top 3? I mean, it's still 1, 2, 3. Still solid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everyone was bad. I mean, here's the thing: Wood Harris killed his role. Like he's a top 3 contender too. You know what I mean? Like Avon and Stringer. I'm sorry, they made you feel like they were actually that role. Like they have other great roles. Don't get me wrong, but they made you feel like they were him. In that moment. You actually felt that they were Avon, Barksdale, and Stringer just running all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. Especially like Idris and Wood Harris, like the passion they put into their roles.
That combo is crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially Wood Harris. Wood Harris, I also believed in that series in The Wire. He was extremely powerful playing Avon.
Nah, crazy. And Avon, Wood Harris could play in any other role as well, perfectly. But The Wire, it really showcased what he could do on a wider scale, if that makes sense, like television wise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I felt like that was more his thing.
Yeah, and that show at first it opened them up to the people who were watching. I feel like the audience beforehand were just like people that were just, adults. I mean, I don't know if would you say the fan base, like when the show initially came out, was, I mean, we don't know, but I feel like it was like a different demographic.
I feel like it was the older people, maybe college students, you know what I mean, that were able to like kind of think more about shows. Because again, they wouldn't have had 5 seasons if the show didn't have some sort of popularity or push going for it. You know what I mean? Like they had something going for it.
Yeah, I believe they had an underworld of people that were just, that understood the show, I mean, now it's more mainstream now, but yeah, back then, I can definitely see, like, especially back then in those times, I'm sure it was like a small majority of people that actually loved the show, but it was on a broader scale, like not broader scale, but on a heavier scale. It was definitely like seen by a small group of heavy hitters, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, The Wire was definitely, I feel, the show that, honestly, The Wire inspires a lot of shows today, for being upfront.
Facts. That, like, literally those first 2-3 shows on HBO, like Oz, The Wire, and I mean Oz, The Sopranos, and The Wire. Like, you can argue those 3 shows like jump started a lot of the memes we see today.
Honestly, that's probably true. I mean, you think shows like Breaking Bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Breaking Bad. You can see elements of The Wire in the sense of, I mean, police, the realism. Like, remember how Hank in the DEA, like, you need evidence, you need proof to convict someone. Like, the realism behind that, the realism behind murder, behind drug trade, the idea that everyone's indispensable. You know what I mean? Or am I using that term right? You know what I mean? Where you can replace anybody. And the game the game respects no one. The game's always the game, as Cheese would say. Game's always the game.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. Especially like those similarities with those shows, bro. It's just it's really the circumstances. Like, you would think that if the circumstances were different, then it would be different. Like, the outcome would be different. But even when the circumstances are flip flopped, when the circumstances are like not like or like in different, it's like it's set out to be something different. Like, the game is the game.
Yeah. And this show, I mean, with The Wire, it was raw in terms of where it was filmed. They were literally in the streets of Baltimore. This wasn't some Hollywood blockbuster they were trying to make. They were trying to make a documentary, but make it like entertainment, you know? And it worked.
Yeah. That's what made the show, to me, like you said, that's what really made the show, like, that's what made it hit home for me, because like it feels like you're on the block, like talking with your homies.
And then on top of that, like I said, we gotta go back to Michael B. Jordan. His role as Wallace, season 1, he was an iconic character for someone who was trying to get out of the game, didn't like what he was seeing. The murder and just everything that was going on, and he just wanted out.
Especially at that age. I believe he was 15. He was 15, 16 during season 1 of The Wire.
Wild out there. He knew what he was doing too. He killed that role. He played someone who just doesn't have much going on in life, but it's got to make the most of it, survive.
Yeah, still young.
You seen how the pit, like how they sleep in those towers and stuff?
Wallace's story was definitely sad.
So one of those things where the game is the game. Davon says, everyone really says in the game. But overall, Michael B. Jordan, I mean, it's so funny, I found this out recently. He was in Sopranos too. I know the scene they were talking about, and I watched that many times, but I didn't really think about him at the time. Like, he's chasing Tony, little Tony, younger Tony, in a flashback.
Damn, I never noticed that.
Yeah, no, I'll send it to you later. You'd be like, wait, what? And you know the scene too. Everyone who's watched Sopranos literally knows the scene. It's literally just younger Tony, and he's just being chased with 3 black kids, and one of them is Michael B. Jordan. That was I think he said that was his debut, or it could have been because I think Sopranos was his debut, and he first did Sopranos in terms of like, or no, he did Sopranos first, and then he appeared on The Wire.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm looking at it here. Yeah, 1999 he was in Sopranos, and 2002 he's in The Wire. It's ridiculous. So 3 years. Yeah, it makes a difference too because he was a kid in that scene. When you look back.
I always forget the Sopranos came out in the 90s, so like late, even though it was 99. Damn, that show really came
They
out
filmed
in
it,
the 90s.
and people don't know this, but they filmed the debut episode in '97, so it's actually a little much older.
Wow, it was late 90s, bro. It feels like that was like a preview of the 2000s.
Yeah, you see a little element of the like late '90s in the first 2, maybe 3 episodes, but primarily the first episode you really can tell is filmed pretty late '90s. You see how young Junior looks,
especially the first season.
Oh man, the first season. Tony's just stressed. Just gets worse and worse each season. You can physically see it on him. But season 1 just felt so like positive, 90s vibes completely.
Oh my goodness, it was so crazy, bro. Like season 1, season 2, like you can feel like the transition from the 90s into the 2000s, and then in the later seasons, you can feel the transition from the mid 2000s into like the late 2000s.
And it lasted,
Like
from 99 to 07. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
like you're like, damn, like this show's been they've been doing this show since the late 90s, and now it's almost 2010. Like you feel it. Like when you watch the show, like you feel it. Like you feel the time.
Mm-hmm. And they even make a theme of that in the last like season or so, where like in Sopranos, where the days of the mob are dead. You can't really pull up to mom and pop shops, because threaten security or try to shake people down, because there's corporate stores like Starbucks, McDonald's. You can't shake those stores down because they got corporate money, stuff like that. You can't really threaten anyone. But days of the mob were ending, and they showcased that beautifully.
No, that's true. They do. Like some there's shows where they'll demonstrate something and they'll suck at it, but then there's certain shows that just nail it on the button.
And I want to add too, Michael B. Jordan. I'm about to go through a lot of shows right now he was on. I'm sure you'll rather recognize him, he was in there or not, but either way. And this helps me realize, because here's the thing. I watched him in Black Panther, and I guess it's just movie magic, but he looks young, I think he was, let me see how old he is now. How old is he? 87, so he would have been 13 plus 18. About 30, 31. Yeah, roughly around the time when he's born in 87, right? So keep in mind. So
yeah.
99, he was in the Cosby. I think it was the Cosby Show. It just says Cosby. Yeah. Yes, he was on the Cosby Show. In 03 to 06, he was on a show called All My Children as a main character, recurring role, 59 episodes. It's ridiculous. And CSI, 2006, he played a character for 1 episode. He was in Cold Case, Burn Notice, Bones, Assistance. At this point, by the way, he's 23, 22, that kind of age. He was in Friday Night Lights, which I didn't even know about. I know that show, but I didn't know
I remember
that.
I remember he was in the later seasons, I believe.
Yeah. Season 4 and 5, yeah. So I
remember that.
He's on there. And then Law and Order, Criminal Intent, Lie to Me, Parenthood. He was in an episode of House. So these are just roles he's getting, you know what I mean? He was on, I didn't even know this, bro, in Boondocks. You know Pretty Boy Flizzy?
Yeah, of course. Hell yeah.
Bro, that was him!
That was Michael B. Jordan. Whoa.
I did not, bro. You know what? I think about it now, that totally is him, bro. Like, what the fuck?
I just found that out recently, but now I think about it, that's definitely his voice.
I didn't put the voice to it, because I'm not thinking Michael B. Jordan in Boondocks. That's wild. Okay, that's crazy. But he was in Genlock, Raising Dion, love the Raising Dion. I'm thinking Raising Kanan for a second. Love, Death, and Robots, What If, Saturday Night Live. He did host an episode. Oh wow. Okay, so Creed obviously is movies. That's the thing. I haven't seen any of the Creed movies. Definitely gotta peep that.
Wow. Have you seen any of the Rocky movies?
Oh, of course. I've seen like Rocky. I've seen Rocky 2, actually, not Rocky 1.
You kind of got to start with Rocky before you get into Creed, low-key.
Let's let the movie spoil it for me and tell me what happened. I know he's like Apollo's son or something like that. So,
Yep. Yeah, pretty much.
so,
I mean,
so
yeah, I
some
mean, you don't
spoiler
have
for
to.
me,
Yeah,
please.
you could honestly just watch Creed like 1 to 3.
I'll treat it like
Yeah.
I'll treat it like Star Wars. You know, like you watch like it back. I guess you watch it backwards or whatever how they call it.
Or-
Because remember how the '70s had like episode 4 through 6, and then like this year, this generation they had 1 through 3 in the early
Honest,
2000s.
honestly, you can just watch a preview of the first 6 of Rocky movies. You could watch like the preview,
Just
like the little
highlights.
Yeah, bro. That's all you need. That's honestly all you need, and you could just start Creed after that.
Yeah.
But
But
nah, yeah, bro.
going here.
Hella shows, huh? For Michael B. Jordan. And have you seen Hardball, the movie?
No, no. See, I'm looking at his list right now. In 2001, he had a movie. He was in a movie called Hardball.
Yes, that movie was a childhood movie for me. Like, wow, that guy's just been in so many things, bro.
No, he's
Like,
all over the place, man. I'm looking at this movie called Blackout.
yeah, Blackout. I believe that's the prison movie, or that's the. Yeah, I think that's like the neighbor. I don't know, bro. I don't think I've seen that movie.
Have you seen the movie Red Tails?
Red Tails, is that the Disney movie?
No, but I see on the cover Cuba Gooding Jr. and Terrence Howard.
I heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking. I guess it says here that he's a flight officer. Hotel
Like,
Noir. This is interesting. Okay.
I watched Chronicle.
So
Have you seen Chronicle?
Chronicle. Yeah, I was gonna say that I haven't seen it, but that's the same year. Seattle High School Seniors.
Bro,
What is this?
I can't believe, bro. Chronicle was one of that movie, bro. Like there's a lot of hype behind that movie growing up.
Yeah, what the heck? Why am I looking at this shit, bro? Holy shit! 15 million budget, 126.6
Yeah.
million box office. Damn.
Yeah, it takes place in Seattle, and that movie was hella good, bro. I'm surprised.
That's
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
movie was
saying,
solid.
bro. Damn.
And I know you've seen Fruitvale Station.
I have not.
Oh man, that was Coogler's first film. Ryan Coogler and Michael
Oh,
B.
you know what's
Jordan.
funny? Okay. I saw an IG reel. Someone posted a clip about. I know what this is. It actually is a realist. Yeah, a real event. I'm looking at this right now. Yeah, I see this. I saw it on IG reels. You know how people be posting movie clips
Yeah,
and stuff
of course,
nowadays.
yeah.
I like that low key. Kind of it motivates me to watch a movie or a show.
Now that we're talking about Michael B. Jordan, bro, see the Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan collaborations, bro. They're the best. Those are some of the best movies ever, and they're still working together. So they worked together for Sinners. I believe that was their best movie to date.
What about the awkward moment?
No, I haven't seen that. I heard of it. I know it's with Zac Efron, but I haven't seen it.
Alright. I didn't know he was in Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that movie was trash.
Really? Was it because he was in it or something, or what?
No, it was garbage. It had nothing to do with him. It was just garbage. I mean,
Okay.
the Human Torch wasn't supposed to be black, but the movie was trash.
Okay, Fahrenheit 451.
That movie was good.
Okay. What's it about? Oh, it was filmed on HBO. It aired. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was an HBO movie.
Oh wow. Okay. Kin. Let's see here. Oh, he's not really main casted on that. Okay.
Besides
And-
those movies, bro, I've just seen like Black Panther and the Creed trilogy, and like
That's what I'm saying. And Sinners.
Yeah. and Sinners,
He's
and
gonna
also
be- Uh-huh.
Also, I think I've seen Without Remorse.
Okay.
No. I've seen the movie with Jamie Foxx, Just Mercy. That's the one I've seen, I think, with him and Jamie Foxx.
Oh, I see that 2019. Yeah.
I think I've seen
Okay.
it. I don't remember it.
There's a movie he's gonna be in. Well, it's a voiceover. It's Swapped. Digital movie.
Swapped? Oh, it was like a kids movie, right?
Yeah, it's a kids movie. He's gonna be playing the main character, Ollie, a small woodland sea otter creature known as a puku.
Okay. That's gonna be interesting. I hope it's good.
Watch, he's gonna get an award next year for that. Watch. It's gonna be iconic. It's gonna be the most iconic thing ever. Get ready. The Thomas Crown Affair.
That's gonna be the remake from back in the day. I remember I seen it.
Oh, okay. This is interesting.
And you want to know what else he's gonna be in? He's supposed to be in.
Huh.
I Am Legend 2 with Will Smith.
Cap.
Search it up. This was announced like 3 years ago. It's in production right now.
Are the trailers real or is it fake?
No. They didn't drop no trailers yet or nothing. But this
Bet,
the,
so
the
people
news
just dropped that.
the news was out there a long time ago.
Yes, it's 2 years ago on Reddit discussion announcement of Michael B. Jordan and Will Smith. I mean, shit.
He's supposed to produce with Will Smith, and he's supposed to star in it with him.
It's crazy how, man, I'm looking at the box office for I Am Legend, bro, and I remember how big it was, too.
Yes.
150 million
Yes.
budget, but then 585 million box office. Bro, Will Smith,
Yes.
Will Smith was him, bro. Everyone
He was
forgets
him.
that.
He's still him. He's still him.
No, he is, bro. He could literally be. No, exactly. Yeah, bro. He remember the movie Hitch? He
Of
could be.
course.
He can be. Make it. He could drop Hitch 2, bro. And perfect, bro. Oh my god. God damn. I feel like I look at that. 7 pounds. Hancock. Shark's Tale. Oh my god, bro. Not forget everything about the 2010s, bro. This man had the 2000s on a lot. Men in Black.
Bro, he could do Hancock 2 right now. That shit will sell.
Bro,
everything.
bro, and you know all the people know that shit, bro. They would be like, yo, I'm definitely watching that movie, bro. Are you?
One thing you can't deny about Will Smith is he's a fucking star. He's a mega star.
Oh, no, that's the thing too. Yeah, he's arguably. Would you say he's okay? If not the greatest actor of all time, what would you say, like, in terms of like, how would you rank him of all time? I guess.
Oh, I take Denzel over him, but
yeah, oof, yeah.
It's close though. Will Smith, bro, he's really closing the gap. He's really closing the gap, bro.
Because Denzel doesn't have a flawless role, and I feel like he's actually more of that character versus a person acting. Like, he plays into that role like it's his life. But there are other people who do that too.
That's one thing Denzel does better than Will is I believe he's that, and he has more like. Will Smith has been in more box office. He's been in more blockbusters, in my opinion. But I felt like Denzel is just a better actor. But Will is right there. He's right there.
No, man. Okay, look at this, bro. Just going through the films in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Where the Day Takes You, Made in America, 6 Degrees of Separation, Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black, Welcome to Hollywood, Enemy of the State. Oh my god, it's just.
I remember Enemy of the State.
Wild West.
Bro, Wild Wild West, bro. As a kid, I used to watch it, bro. But I'm like, he made 20 million from that trash ass movie.
Wild Wild West.
Yes, he made 20 million.
Hey, a bag's a bag.
He made a bag, bro. And that movie was ass. That's crazy.
What's this movie? The Legend of Bagger Vance?
Bro, that movie was with Brad Pitt, but I've never seen it.
Oh man, box office, bro, budget 80 million, box office 39.5 million.
Yeah, bro, he netted so much money for the industry, bro. Like, Will Smith is him. God. Like, that's one thing people cannot deny.
I remember this movie, bro. Ali.
Oh, bro, I remember R.I.P. Thomas, bro. My cousin, he's the one that put me onto that movie.
The best movies. Ali.
He put me onto Ali.
Men in Black.
Oh, I remember Men in Black, bro. You seen all 3 of them, right?
I have not seen the third one.
Oh, the third one was good.
I might have to watch this first one, honestly, just to get back into it.
Yeah, we watched the first 2.
Yeah, I remember the McDonald's had the toys for Men in Black. Yeah, they were that big. Bad Boys 2. Oh my gosh.
Man, Bad Boys. Oh my goodness. And they're Bad Boys is still on. It's still go.
Yeah. Ride or Die.
I watched. Have you seen? Did you catch up on Bad Boys?
I have not watched Ride or Die. No, I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched the third one, honestly. Bad Boys for Life, I think it is. Or yeah.
I know, but you watched the first 2, right?
Yes. Those are the early for me. The early 2000 hits.
Yep. But number 3 and 4 are good too. They're good, honestly. To me, those 2 are good. And they're older. They're older, but it works because their chemistry is just amazing.
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, bro, they need to do a second one.
That's what continuous story.
Bro, just imagine they do it like a sequel to Pursuit of Happiness, or they do like a like a spinoff in the same
You know
universe.
what? You know what? If Will Smith really wants to challenge himself, you know what he should do?
What
Him and Quentin Tarantino should team up to make the Human Centipede,
the fuck?
a remake. Challenge
Oh,
themselves.
I think Quentin Tarantino got one more movie, and he's done.
Okay, what about Will Smith? Do you think he can pull off a Human Centipede type movie?
I think so. If it's with the right like stuff, and of course,
That's what I feel. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, he just gotta challenge himself, you know? Really gotta try to bring it. You know, try something new. Why not? That's not me just trying to be, clever. Just genuine. Why not?
no, that's
But no,
man. Have you seen Concussion?
I feel like I've heard of that movie, but no. What is it about?
That's the one where Will Smith plays he plays like a doctor. Like he
Yeah.
plays like this he literally plays he plays like a pathologist. He like studies like brains. I think he studies the brain, and then he like tries to help like players with like I think it was about CTE.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like a doctor, a CTE doctor. And it's like it goes inside, like it does a deep dive on the brain of a football player when it takes repeated blows to the head, pretty much.
Oh yeah, CTE was. I mean, Chris Benoit, R.I.P. Not rest in
Yep.
peace, but piss. But we all know like that stuff is real. CTE is a real thing. If you take a lot of blows to the head, um,
Yep.
football
So
is one of the major ones if you think about it too, because you're taking that major constant concussion strike. You're risking it.
yeah, the movie takes place like the movie is based off of a real life forensic pathologist.
Hmm.
His name is Bennett Omalu. I remember he's like Nigerian. That's who Will Smith was playing.
Do you
And
remember?
wait, what?
Yeah.
What were we saying?
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Also, okay, my last point before you go on. This was the movie that the everybody was mad that Will Smith didn't get nominated for when Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars back in 2016. This is when they wanted him to boycott it.
What movie?
Concussion.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was okay. Okay. I thought it
But
was
they were
like
mad.
Suicide Squad. I was like, what?
Oh no. But for that movie, they were just mad like he didn't get nominated for Best Actor. So I guess like Jada and everybody was like boycotting, and then she like publicly asked like Chris Rock to boycott it because he was hosting it that year. And he was like, oh, he made fun of he was talking about it like in the monologue, the opening monologue for the 2016 one.
What a
That
sore
kind of started the
loser.
beef
Come
a little
on,
bit,
Will.
huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, Will doesn't need to win everything, I mean,
Yeah, but this is before like he won his first one. This is before that. This movie he should have got nominated for, but they didn't nominate him. So like they were talking about boycotting it.
boycotting the Oscars, you can't really.
And then later he got nominated for the Serena movie, the Serena Williams dad.
Really?
That was the one where, yeah, that was the one where everything happened, man. That day, 2022.
Yeah.
He did something on stage, and then he won the Oscar that same night, and they still let him go up.
I mean, you can't really get rid of him. Will fucking Smith,
Exactly. It's Will Smith. It's Will Smith. Even after he slapped Chris Rock, he won the Oscar for Best Actor that year, that day, that night. So it was like it was literally like Michael B. Jordan a few days ago, except him slapping Chris Rock kind of ruined the moment.
Oh yeah, no, I'd imagine that. Sometimes it's just kind of like trying not to let your emotions get the best of you, but
That was his first Oscar, so his first time winning. So it was it was amazing that he won it, but it was just it was just sad at how, it was just kind of sad how that night turned out. But you were gonna say something before I interrupted you. My bad.
No, no, you good. I didn't mean. I was trying to actually look over another movie. I was going through the list. Do you remember that movie Bright?
Course.
And I remember watching it because it's crazy how it was racism, and then it was the blue guy. I remember because I genuinely remember watching that movie, and I thought, well, I was like, well, you're black, but it's normal. It's just, you know, I guess if you're a different species or some shit, whatever.
Man, bro, that movie was wow. That's what I'm saying. They try to treat those guys like they were black, like they were like another race. It was like, it's like I know I gotta work with you, bro. That movie was, man. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Bright.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was just interesting to look at in terms of like just how it was treated, you know, in terms of racism. But not like a big deal, just something funny though to look at.
Like they looked at them more as like humans than they did as monsters. They just looked at them like they were like a different race.
Exactly, yeah. And I was just like, okay. I mean, at least they're not trying to kill you. I guess they think you're a monster. I don't know, whatever. You know, it's not the end of the world, I guess. But overall, pretty funny though.
I think that was really one of the first movies that like really turned up Netflix.
Oh yeah, no, because I mean, once you got Will Smith making Netflix type movies, or they were temporarily exclusive for Netflix, then
Exactly.
you're gonna get a good attraction of people.
Yeah, this was the part of like this was when Netflix started to like make so much more money. This was when this is when they started to they produce their own movies, TV shows, originals, cuz at one point they were just like getting like other movies like from like other like networks and stuff, you know, like they were just I believe they were just getting the rights for those movies and stuff, but now they're doing their own shit, bro. It's like, okay, now you can't, it's really no stopping Netflix now.
Dude, yeah, I saw the Netflix when I was in LA just recently too. I saw the Netflix sign on top of a building that I was told used to be the Warner Brothers building. I could be wrong. That could have been the wrong building, but I did see the Netflix sign. So I was like, cool. It's out there.
Yeah, it's about to be the next code. Netflix is gonna be the new. It's gonna be the next Warner Bros. Like it's gonna be literally like it's literally about to turn into like a whole production.
Honestly, when you say it like that, you're not wrong.
Like you gonna see people say, oh, "This is a Netflix picture." Netflix presents. They're already doing it. They're already doing it
with that big like ding, like little sound,
yes.
You know, they make.
They're gonna emphasize it even more in the future.
They're gonna make it loud. Remember what was it, THX or something? Remember ding?
Yes, for Disney, THX. Yes. See? Man, that's for A Bug's Life. For Pixar, right?
Oh my god, I remember. Yeah, I think that was for. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you heard if you heard that, bro, you knew it was gonna be a dope movie. But that shit was loud as fuck in the beginning, bro.
And those were the old school Disney movies, right? Those were like the old school like
the VHSs.
Yes, bro. Yes. You're nailing it. Nailed it.
VHS style.
Bro, damn. Bro, I'm looking at Bright. The budget for this Netflix ass movie was 100 million, bro.
Oh my god. And I mean, that's not surprising. Kind of makes sense if you think about it.
How much do you think it made, bro? How much do you think it made from Netflix?
That's the thing. I don't know how Netflix pays their streaming movies. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
They gotta go off they're making money off something though, for the subscriptions and shit and the deals they're making, you know, people to air. I mean, if you think about it, bro, I know, like, for example, Netflix owns like BoJack Horseman, right? Like the show.
I think
so anyway. I assume like exclusivity. But Comedy Central was airing it in like early 2020, mid 2020 on Comedy Central, late 2020. So they may have had to pay to use that, you know. So maybe people are paying Netflix to use their movies temporarily, like on, you know, TV or something like that.
No, that's facts. That's what I'm thinking.
That's the only thing I can think of anyway.
Yeah, no, Netflix, bro, it's just, man, they do it. I don't know. They got their ways. It's just crazy how they grew to be. They really, Netflix, they grew so, like, from how we remember Netflix to now, it's crazy. It's just crazy how much they grew, how they're still growing.
It's man. Remember when Netflix was doing DVDs, like
Yes.
that initial
And
like kind of
the
break
DVDs
into it.
that came in the DVDs that you gotta wait to come in the mail, right?
Like game.
I'm like, what's the
stuff?
point of
Yeah,
this?
you need to return it back.
You can just go to Blockbuster. You can just go to Hollywood Video. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do I need Netflix for it? But and then they changed it to streaming. They had the streaming option. When streaming became popular, and then once Netflix was out for like $7 a month, $8 a month when it first came out, it changed the game.
Huge game changer.
Changed the
I'm trying to
fucking
see.
game.
And then there's the upcoming movie Michael.
You talking about Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
I heard it's amazing.
that's gonna be. I think it's gonna be great. I can't wait to see it. Honestly, it's April. Was it April 22nd? Yeah. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah, I heard it was. I heard the early reviews, bro. I heard it was one of the best biopics ever.
And
I
they
can't
picked the
fucking
right
wait.
person to cast. They picked the right person to cast just based on the looks and everything. And you got technology, to edit stuff. But if I'm being upfront, that looked perfect.
They casted his nephew.
Exactly. Yeah, family. I mean, here's the thing though. That's like a direct look of him though, in my opinion. Just from the trailers and stuff, what I've seen, I feel like it's gonna be near a shot-for-shot remake. Near a shot-for-shot.
Yeah, they casted Jermaine's son.
And it works. The system works.
I heard that, bro. That's what I'm saying. Even though the movie is a month away, bro, like the early reviews came in. I honestly I didn't know what to expect, bro. But oh my god, I cannot fucking wait. If the reviews that I'm hearing, bro, are real, we might get more. Like the way it ends, from what I'm hearing. Oh yeah, we're gonna get more. Like that's how
Honestly,
good it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I hope we get more. I mean, biopics are cool, right? But I feel like this has got to be done right.
Oh, it has to. It has to. It fucking has to.
Yeah, it can't work any other way. It can't.
Cause also, I don't know if this could just be fucking not true at all, but rumor has it this movie is supposed to be I think 4 hours long, 5 hours long, 6 hours long.
Shut up.
But they're gonna split it into 2 parts. Don't know if it's true.
Okay.
Don't know if it's true, but
yeah.
I think that's why it's gonna be so amazing, because the way it ends, it's automatically gonna be a second one. And if that's the case, I feel like they're gonna shoot it all at once, and then they're gonna just split it.
I mean, it could work out. I have faith. I don't want to have any bad thoughts. Hopefully this all turns out well, right?
Because imagine, bro, Michael, you cannot put his whole life in one movie. His life is, that's like a whole television series.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that. They're definitely gonna have to. I don't know how that would. Trying to think here.
But if I think
3 hours, you could do 3 hours maybe.
You could, but I feel like he deserves that. I think he deserves more than that. You could though. You could do 3 hours, but I feel like with Michael Jackson, fuck it, just give us 6 hours. Because
they better let me watch that shit from home. The fuck, I ain't gonna sit in a theater for 6 hours. You got me fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna do 2 parts. But because I don't know if you remember the Jackson 5 video movie that came out back in the 90s, The American Dream.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't that? Are you talking about the miniseries on the TV?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I remember watching it on TV briefly. Now I didn't watch the whole thing, but yeah, it was a good series because it split up from childhood and worked its way up. It did its real thing, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. From what I'm hearing, like Michael is supposed to be set up in a way where we're gonna get like a mini like we're gonna get like a little like do like a little trilogy maybe.
Hmm.
But I think it's gonna be. I think it should be a trilogy. But I think from what I'm hearing, it's just gonna be one movie. But this it's gonna end in a way where they gotta drop a part two. Cause his life is so long, bro. Like his life is so long. Pause. You can't just like one movie is not gonna suffice it, bro.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, you think they're gonna maybe drop a second thing at the end of the movie? It's like 2.5 hours long, and they drop a part two, June 25th or something like that. You know what I mean?
I think so. I don't know if it's gonna be that soon, but I do believe like if that's the case, it's gonna either come out end of this year or probably early next year.
Okay. I mean, they better show all their cards. Basically, I mean, it would suck if they didn't. I don't know.
Man, bro, I can't wait. We're really a month away from Michael. Like this is a movie we've been waiting for a long time.
It's about to come through too. That's the best part.
Bro, there's kids that weren't even alive when Michael Jackson was here, bro.
Exactly. They don't. I mean, they don't know the history. They don't know the impact what 2008 had for us when he passed away. You know, they don't understand.
Bro, it's crazy. There's like a really like a generation of kids that really don't know Michael Jackson. Besides, like maybe
Michael Jackson was
his
him.
yeah. I mean, his music was passed down generation to generation. His music is timeless, but they don't even remember. Like they don't even they don't even they're not even gonna feel when he was alive. Like it's crazy.
It's, they didn't live through the times. You know, they don't understand.
So once this
Like the
movie comes
legend.
out, they gonna feel like, oh man, Michael, bro, why aren't you alive, bro? They gonna act like that. They gonna act like us.
Oh man, don't now I know what you're saying now. God damn it. You're
I'm
right
telling you,
though.
that's
No
what this movie's
man,
gonna
Michael
do.
man. They're gonna start bumping Thriller like that was his shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. They're gonna act like
Bro,
bro. They're gonna say Beat It was his best song.
I'm telling you, they gonna say some dumb shit. They gonna say a bunch of bullshit like, oh yeah, Michael's the GOAT, this, that, the act, bro, it's crazy. I mean, unless they're kids that already listen to his music, bro, like, yeah, this movie is gonna like reignite his like fan base for sure.
He's definitely gonna get a lot of streams. Let's just put that. Whoever owns the royalties to his music and stuff, they're about to make a lot of money.
Bro, isn't it crazy how he owns Sony?
He owned or owns?
He owned it before he died, but now he doesn't. I mean, now that he died, I mean, not anymore. But he owns Sony. He bought Sony.
Yeah.
He made a lot of crazy business. Like Michael Jackson did a lot of crazy good business.
Michael fucking Jackson, bro. Unbelievable.
It's crazy, you know, like the most popular guy in the world, right? He's not even alive.
Michael Jackson. Like, how do you beat an artist like him, honestly?
That's what I'm saying.
Goat. But overall, we gotta circle back to Michael B. Jordan, because, yeah, congrats to him. He deserved it. He made himself famous. And it was nice to see him eating In-N-Out, because he deserved it.
Fuck yeah, he deserves it.
But otherwise, did you have anything else to add? Because, yeah, no, the Michael B. Jordan, congratulations, of course. Oscar winner, can proudly wear that title now. Going into his 40s, too, I believe.
Yeah, end of his 30s. Yes, sir.
That's a good way to cap it off, honestly. If you think about it, You you can't ask for anything else better, you know, in terms of like closing out a decade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he really ended this decade. Like, this is wow. You couldn't ask for nothing better if you're Michael B. Jordan. Ending your 30s with an Oscar after putting in all this work for 20 plus years. Definitely, definitely worth it. Worth the wait.
Honestly. But otherwise, that wraps it up for us tonight, folks. Y'all take care. Peace.
Peace out.